Hey guys, Twinstinct here and welcome back to another video. So today I've got an absolutely awesome team showcase for you. This is a highly ranked team and I've had a lot of fun with it. It's using a Pokemon I've never used before, so I decided to power up a Pelipper for this video. So Pelipper's a really strong Pokemon, has access to that really spammy Weather Ball move, and let me tell you, it does a really nice portion of neutral damage on most of the matchups in this video. So as always guys, please do smash that subscribe button if you're enjoying the content, and let's get straight into these battles. Okay guys, moving straight into the first matchup here. We have got Stunfisk on the lead against a Drifblim, a nice lead for us there. Rock Slide would be doing some mega damage to that Drifblim, but they switch into a Politoed and we switch into Meganium. Look at the damage Vine Whip's already done to that Politoed. It's a real nice synergy about this team. We've almost charged up to 2 Frenzy Plants already, which will be super effective against the Politoed. Another showcase in this video of Politoed though, and how spammy that Weather Ball is. Luckily it's not doing too much to us and they let the Politoed go. Now the Drifblim coming back in, we've almost got 2 Frenzy Plants. It won't be doing too much damage, but it still does a reasonable chunk considering it's not very effective. Now we can switch back into Stunfisk, fire off this Rock Slide that we've got stored up. They do shield, and then switch into their Stunfisk. We're ahead on energy, this is exactly where we want to be. Stunfisk versus Stunfisk, we can get to the Earthquake first. They don't shield, jeez, that almost takes them out. We will definitely shield this and go for the farm down. And we farm down the Stunfisk. Now a Drifblim coming back in. We can comfortably shield in case it was a Shadow Ball, but it was another Icy Wind, that is okay. Didn't have to shield, but now we've almost got 2 Rock Slides, which is putting some serious pressure on this Drifblim. Another attack coming at us. Just an Icy Wind, won't be doing too much to us there. We can fire off another Rock Slide, the opponent's shields are down. Almost takes out the Drifblim, and we can come in with Pelipper and farm down there. That was a great match, well played to the opponent. Not too much of a showcase of Pelipper in that match, hopefully we get one in this match. So we've got a spicy lead from this opponent here in a Swoobat. And they switch into a Bastiodon in perfect timing to catch the Rock Slide here. But this is really not a bad matchup for us because we can just go straight Earthquake against this Bastiodon and get there before they get to a charge move. All you have to do is watch out for the Flamethrower, but they let the Earthquake go through and the Bastiodon goes down straight away. Now we can come in and showcase Pelipper. I'm getting used to Pelipper. This probably wasn't the best switch because the Oxys has access to Rock Slide and Thunderbolt, but you can get a showcase here of how powerful Weather Ball can be. And they do get a shield. We do get a shield off the opponent there. We're going to have to respect the damage that these charge moves will do to Pelipper, so we will be throwing up some shields. Try and charge up a bit more energy and go for another Weather Ball. Look at the damage that does on the Deoxys, and then they switch back into the Swoobat. We can get to another Weather Ball. That does get the last shield out of the opponent, that is what we want. I tried to switch there, but we couldn't quite get there. And the Aerial Ace will be taking us out there, but we can now come in with Stunfisk. We have a Rock Slide stored and the opponent's shields are down. That almost takes out the Swoobat, but that's good because we can now attempt to farm down. Hopefully this charge move doesn't take us out. It is a Psychic, we do survive just. I've charged up to an Earthquake and now switch into Meganium to Vine Whip down. Then the Deoxys coming back in. We've got enough health to survive whatever this is. Rock Slide, not enough. Now we can go for the Frenzy Plant, and that should be closing out this matchup quite nicely there. Well played to the opponent, that's a very good match. Moving into the next matchup here. We have got Stunfisk on the lead against an Electrode, a lovely lead for us there. Electrode is nowhere near as bulky as Stunfisk, so we can charge up, then an Azu comes in. Just what we want, we can use our shields on our Meganium and get rid of this Azumarill. Ice Beam you have to respect, you could probably survive one, but now we've got back-to-back Frenzy Plants. This will be probably taking both shields off the opponent. We have got another charge move incoming. It is another Ice Beam, we will be respecting that and throwing up the shield. And we've almost got another back-to-back Frenzy Plants to fire off at this Azu. That gets the last shield, now we can fire off the last Frenzy Plant. And that will probably be taking out the Azu with a super effective damage. That takes it out. What's the opponent going to bring in next? We have got a Toxicroak coming in. That is not too bad because we've got Stunfisk. Then they switch into Electrode, interestingly. I was going to fire off both Rock Slides, but nothing this Electrode has will be taking us out. It is a foul play. Does a reasonable chunk, but nowhere near enough. We can go for another Rock Slide after charging up a bit more energy. And if you notice there, I undercharged because I want to farm down the Electrode. I know we can just about survive a charge move. And we can farm down the Electrode. We've almost got an Earthquake stored, and we can fire off the Earthquake, which will be super effective damage on this Toxicroak. And I was pretty impressed with my battling there. There's a pretty nice undercharge and then Earthquake on the Toxicroak that came back in. So moving into the next matchup, we've got a bad lead here. We've got Swampert against us, so we'll charge up, switch into Meganium to catch the Hydro Cannon in perfect time there. And now we can do some serious damage. And now they switch into a Bastiodon, interestingly, so we can just go for Earthquake here. Hopefully they don't shield, but they do, smartly there. And the Smackdown is doing a lot of damage here, so we're going to have to shield in case of a Flamethrower. And then we're going to try and get off back-to-back Frenzy Plants, just to do some nice chip damage on this Bastiodon. Shame we couldn't get off another Earthquake, but we got the shields and done a nice amount of damage there. So now we can come in with Stunfisk. Unfortunately, the opponent got a charge move off there, so we're going to have to shield because a Flamethrower will do a lot of damage. And then they switch it back into the Swampert smartly there. Almost take us out, but we can switch into Pelipper, and this is where we can showcase Pelipper with this Weather Ball. This Weather Ball does a massive chunk of neutral damage to the Swampert and takes it out there. Unbelievable. Oh, we've got a Scrafty coming in. This is what we like to see. That was too fast for a foul play. It's going to be a power-up punch. Doesn't do any damage to us. What we're going to do here is go straight for the Hurricane, which will be taking out the Scrafty. A super effective damage. Look at that damage. And now we can, the Bastiodon coming back in. This is a great showcase of Pelipper here, sweeping up the opposition. And that takes out the Bastiodon. That is insane from Pelipper there. Well played to that opponent. That was a great match. Moving into the next matchup here. We have got Stunfisk on the lead against a Sirfetch'd. Not good for us there. Switch straight into Pelipper. Look at the wing attack damage there. Then an Umbreon coming in. This is not too bad for us. We can definitely do some nice damage. Look at the damage there from Weather Ball. It's on an Umbreon. Such a bulky Pokemon. We've probably done about a quarter of its health there with one Weather Ball. Yeah. So, such a good move, Weather Ball. We can probably survive. Oh, it's a last resort. There's a massive chunk of our health there. But we can fire off another Weather Ball. So Pelipper holds its own against Umbreon, which is insane. We'll let it go here. We've taken the energy, and what we want is to be able to farm up loads of energy off the rest of this Umbreon's health. We know that what it has can't do too much to Stunfisk. So what we want to do is go for a full farm down. The opponent realises that, brings in the Sirfetch'd. We're going to have to shield. And then switch into Meganium. Protect the Stunfisk because it has so much energy. A Night Slash does a fair bit of health to us. But we can farm up so much energy. Unfortunately, the opponent gets to a charge move, so we're going to have to shield here. So we don't want to get taken out with all that energy we've got. The opponent still has both shields, but I've got 2 charge moves stored, and the opponent's going to have to protect whatever this Pokemon is that's come in. It is a Hypno. Unfortunately, we don't want to be seeing that with Meganium, but we can switch into Stunfisk, fire off back-to-back Rock Slides. Bit of lag there. There's a nice chunk of damage on the Hypno. We'll fire off another Rock Slide straight away here. Almost does over half the Hypno's health. We can't quite get to another charge move, unfortunately. It is a Fire Punch. We don't want to see that. Almost takes us out. We can get to another Rock Slide. This is going to be such a close match here. The Hypno is almost down. We get to another Rock Slide, unbelievably, which takes out the Hypno. And then the Umbreon comes in and we farm down the Umbreon. That is insane. Well played to that opponent. Moving into the next matchup. We have got Stunfisk on the lead against a Raichu. This is a nice lead for us there. Now a Scizor coming in. This is not too bad for us either. They do shield there. We've got the shield off the opponent. We can go straight for another Rock Slide. We get both shields off the opponent straight away. That is insane. I'll throw up a shield as well to protect the Stunfisk. I probably didn't need to, because the opponent has a lot of stored energy. Night Slash does a reasonable chunk of health, and they've got another one. I won't be shielding that. I'm pretty sure we can survive. We can. I'm going to go straight Earthquake, get rid of this Scizor. That does a nice chunk of damage there. Then a Clefable coming in. Unfortunately, we can't get to a Rock Slide, but the opponent's shields are down, so we can come in with Pelipper, start firing off these Weather Balls. So we know how much damage that does. Look at that damage on a Clefable. Clefable not as bulky in Great League, but still got plenty of HP, and that did at least half its health. Meteor Mash takes us out. We still have a shield, so we can come in with Meganium, fully farm down, and then a Raichu coming in. We've got back-to-back Frenzy Plants, and that should be GG's. Look at the Frenzy Plant damage on the Raichu. We can easily shield this because we've saved a shield. Thunder Punch wouldn't take us out anyway. Just to be sure, we've got another Frenzy Plant good to go there. And that is it. That is it from me, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you've watched that to the end, you're absolutely awesome. As you can see there, Pelipper is so strong. I did get a 4-to-1 set and a 3-to-2 set with that team, so obviously I'm still getting used to it, but 2 positive sets for my first time using that team is pretty good, I think, so I'll keep practicing with it. So yeah, give it a go, guys. If you are struggling, it's a very, very strong team. And yeah, smash that subscribe button if you've enjoyed this video, give it a like, and I'll see you in the next one.